Good evening, everyone. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It shapes your actions, influences your decisions, and determines how you respond to challenges. A strong mindset doesn't happen by accident. It is built intentionally every single day. Every thought you entertain either strengthens or weakens your ability to push forward in life. If you allow negativity, doubt, or fear to dominate your thinking, your actions will reflect hesitation, insecurity, and a lack of belief in yourself. But when you train your mind to focus on growth, resilience, and possibilities, you empower yourself to face any situation with confidence. The first step in strengthening your mindset is becoming aware of your thoughts. Most of the time, we don't realize how often we allow negative self-talk to dictate our actions. Every time you say, "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," or "what if I fail?" you are reinforcing a belief that limits your potential. Instead, train yourself to reframe those thoughts into something empowering. When faced with a challenge, instead of saying, "This is too hard," say, "This is an opportunity to grow." When you start shifting your inner dialogue, you change the way you see problems. Resilience is another key aspect of a strong mindset. Life will test you. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and failures. But a strong mindset allows you to see failure as feedback, not as defeat. Instead of giving up, you learn from your mistakes and come back stronger. This mindset keeps you moving forward when most people would quit. The ability to stay calm under pressure, to keep believing in yourself when things get tough, is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. You must train your mind daily to embrace challenges, seek solutions, and never let fear dictate your actions. Discipline and consistency are the backbone of success. It's easy to feel motivated in the beginning when you're excited about a new goal or challenge. But what happens when that excitement fades? What happens when the work gets hard, when progress feels slow, or when obstacles get in your way? This is where discipline separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about showing up every day, regardless of how you feel, and putting in the effort, no matter how small. Most people wait for motivation to strike before taking action, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. The most successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on habits and routines that keep them moving forward. They create systems that make success inevitable. Whether it's waking up early to work on a project, exercising consistently to stay healthy, or committing to daily learning, discipline ensures that progress is made every single day. Consistency is what turns small actions into big results. If you go to the gym once, you won't see a difference. But if you go every day for 6 months, the transformation is undeniable. The same applies to everything in life. Improvement is a slow process, and most people quit before they see results. The key is to trust the process. Success is not about making huge leaps overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps every day. Over time, these steps build momentum, and momentum creates success. If you can master discipline and consistency, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The results may not show immediately, but if you keep showing up, they will come. Your ability to control your emotions determines how well you navigate life's challenges. Emotional strength is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending problems don't exist. It's about managing them in a way that keeps you focused, calm, and in control. Life will throw difficulties your way. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and moments of doubt. But how you respond in those moments is what defines your success. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting emotions dictate your decisions, mentally strong individuals take a step back, assess the situation, and respond with clarity and purpose. Self-awareness is key to mastering your emotions. Most people let their emotions control them without even realizing it. They get frustrated and lash out, feel discouraged and give up, or experience fear and refuse to take action. But when you develop self-awareness, you recognize these emotions as temporary states rather than permanent obstacles. You learn to pause before reacting, giving yourself the space to choose a response that aligns with your long-term goals rather than your short-term feelings. Another crucial aspect of emotional strength is learning to detach from external validation. Many people allow their emotions to be dictated by what others think or say about them. They seek approval and get discouraged when they don't receive it. But mentally strong people understand that their worth is not defined by others. They focus on their own values, their own path, and their own growth. This ability to stay centered, even in the face of criticism or doubt, is what allows them to keep moving forward. When you train yourself to master your emotions, you become unshakable. You develop the resilience to push through challenges, the patience to navigate uncertainty, and the inner strength to stay focused no matter what comes your way. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping who you become. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, and the habits you develop all influence your mindset and future. If you are constantly around negativity, doubt, or people who don't believe in growth, it will be incredibly difficult to stay motivated and focused. Your environment can either push you towards success or pull you away from it. That's why it's essential to intentionally create a space that supports your goals and fuels your ambition. One of the most important aspects of your environment is the people you spend time with. If you are surrounded by individuals who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, their mindset will rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who challenge you, encourage growth, and push you to be better, you will naturally rise to their level. Successful people understand the power of association. They seek mentors, build relationships with like-minded individuals, and ensure that they are always learning from those who have achieved what they aspire to accomplish. Beyond the people, your mental environment matters too. The books you read, the content you consume, and even the conversations you engage in all shape your thoughts. If you are constantly feeding your mind with negativity, fear, and doubt, it will be difficult to stay focused on success. But if you expose yourself to knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration, you will continuously grow. Creating a positive and empowering environment is a choice. It requires eliminating distractions, letting go of toxic relationships, and being intentional about what you allow into your life. When you take control of your environment, you set yourself up for long-term success and personal transformation. Adapting to change is one of the most important skills you can develop. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how much you plan, things won't always go the way you expect. Those who resist change often struggle, while those who embrace it find opportunities where others see obstacles. Change is not something to fear, it is something to prepare for. The ability to adjust, learn, and grow through life's transitions is what separates those who thrive from those who remain stuck. One of the biggest challenges people face when dealing with change is the fear of the unknown. The mind naturally seeks comfort and stability, but growth happens outside of that comfort zone. If you want to reach new levels in life, you have to be willing to let go of what is familiar and step into uncertainty with confidence. Instead of seeing change as a loss, see it as an opportunity to learn something new, develop new skills, and become a better version of yourself. Every challenge carries a lesson, and those who embrace change with the right mindset come out stronger on the other side. Another key to handling change is focusing on what you can control. When life takes an unexpected turn, it's easy to dwell on what went wrong. But instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, shift your focus to what you can do. How can you adapt? What can you learn from the situation? How can you turn this into an opportunity? Those who succeed are not the ones who never face adversity. They are the ones who learn how to navigate it. By training your mind to welcome change instead of resisting it, you develop the flexibility and resilience needed to handle anything life throws your way. The ability to take responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes is a defining trait of successful individuals. Many people look for excuses when things don't go their way. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck, but the truth is, nothing changes until you take full ownership of your life. When you accept responsibility, you regain control. You stop waiting for things to improve on their own and start making the necessary changes to create the life you want. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for every challenge or mistake. It means recognizing that you have the power to respond differently, to learn, and to grow. Instead of saying, "This happened to me," mentally strong people ask, "How can I grow from this?" Instead of dwelling on failures, they analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and move forward with greater wisdom. This mindset shift is what allows them to keep progressing, even in the face of setbacks. Owning your decisions also means understanding that your daily habits and choices shape your future. No one else is responsible for your success or failure. It all comes down to the actions you take every day. Are you putting in the effort? Are you disciplined in your commitments? Are you willing to do the hard work when no one is watching? Those who take full responsibility don't wait for opportunities. They create them. They don't hope for success, they build it, step by step. True freedom comes from knowing that your life is in your hands. No excuses, no blaming, just action. When you take responsibility, you empower yourself to make better choices, to push through challenges, and to turn setbacks into stepping stones. This is the mindset that leads to lasting success and fulfillment. Building self-discipline is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. It's easy to rely on motivation, but motivation is temporary. Some days you'll feel inspired, and other days you won't. That's why discipline matters more. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Without it, progress is inconsistent, and success remains out of reach. Self-discipline starts with small, daily choices. It's waking up when you said you would, sticking to your commitments and doing the hard things even when no one is watching. It's resisting distractions, pushing through discomfort, and staying focused on long-term goals rather than short-term gratification. Discipline means showing up for yourself every single day, regardless of how you feel. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. One of the biggest challenges with discipline is overcoming the temptation to quit when things get tough. Your mind will always look for an easier way, an excuse to delay, or a reason to give up. But mentally strong people recognize these moments for what they are, tests of commitment. They push through the resistance, knowing that every disciplined action is a step toward the life they want. They don't let feelings dictate their actions. Instead, they let their goals guide them. Discipline is what leads to mastery, whether it's in your career, health, relationships, or personal growth. Consistency beats talent every time. The most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who show up, put in the work, and refuse to quit. When you master self-discipline, you unlock the ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. Developing a strong sense of gratitude changes the way you see the world. Many people focus on what they lack, what went wrong, or what they haven't achieved yet. This mindset keeps them stuck in frustration and negativity, but mentally strong individuals choose to focus on what they do have, what is going well, and how far they have already come. Gratitude is a practice, not just a feeling. It requires training your mind to recognize the good in every situation, no matter how small. When you practice gratitude daily, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, you start seeing them as lessons. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you appreciate what's already present. This shift doesn't just improve your mindset, it directly impacts your actions. A grateful person approaches life with positivity, resilience, and confidence. They make better decisions because they are not operating from fear or desperation, but from a place of appreciation and possibility. Gratitude also strengthens your relationships. When you acknowledge and appreciate the people around you, you create deeper connections. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel valued. Whether in your personal or professional life, expressing gratitude fosters trust, loyalty, and mutual respect. The more you recognize the good in others, the more they are inspired to do the same. No matter what stage of life you're in, there is always something to be grateful for. The ability to recognize these moments, no matter how small, is what sets mentally strong people apart. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's about training your mind to focus on the positives, even in difficult times. This simple but powerful habit can transform your outlook, your energy, and your entire life. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable, but mentally strong people don't let challenges define them. They use them as fuel to grow. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about facing them head on and finding a way through. It's about adapting, learning, and continuing to push forward even when the odds are stacked against you. One of the biggest differences between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to failure. Some people let failure break them. They take it personally, lose confidence, and give up. But resilient individuals see failure as a lesson. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? Instead of seeing setbacks as the end, they see them as part of the journey. Every mistake, every challenge, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to get better. Resilience also requires emotional strength. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go your way, but mentally strong people know that emotions come and go. They don't let frustration or disappointment control them. Instead, they manage their emotions and keep their focus on their long-term vision. They remind themselves that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Building resilience takes time, but every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. The key is to keep going, even when it feels impossible. Every successful person has faced failure, rejection, and doubt, but they kept pushing forward. They refused to let setbacks define them. That's the mindset that leads to success, not just in careers, but in every aspect of life. Resilience isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful choices you can make. Many people go through life blaming others, their circumstances, their past, or the people around them for where they are. But mentally strong individuals know that true growth begins when you stop making excuses and start owning your actions, decisions, and outcomes. Responsibility is not about guilt or self-criticism. It's about recognizing that you have control over your choices and that your future is shaped by what you do today. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for someone else to fix things for you. You stop relying on luck, external validation, or perfect conditions to take action. Instead, you focus on what you can control. Your mindset, your work ethic, your response to challenge. This shift empowers you to take charge of your own success. You understand that while you can't control everything that happens, you can always control how you react and what you do next. Owning your decisions also means learning from your mistakes. Instead of blaming others or feeling sorry for yourself, you analyze what went wrong, adjust, and move forward stronger. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow, but only if you're willing to take responsibility for it. This mindset not only makes you a better leader, professional, and individual, but it also earns you respect from others. People trust and admire those who take ownership instead of pointing fingers. Taking responsibility is the foundation of personal and professional success. It's the difference between those who stay stuck and those who evolve. It's not always easy, but once you embrace this habit, you gain a sense of control over your life. You become the architect of your own future rather than a passive observer of your circumstances.